Babe, I'm home. You getting packed? Yeah, I kind of figured you would. It's the one day off a month I can guarantee you take off. You know, if we lived anywhere else in the country, this would become a problem, but Frosthaven, God love it, is perfect for this. Hey, all I'm saying is nowhere else in the country do they have a if you're a werewolf, if you're a vampire, if you're this or that law, and it kind of helps with quality of life. I kind of love that. Listen, it's right before a full moon. I think they need to give you a couple of days off. The fact that you only have one kind of upsets me, but hey, at least we can make the most of it. Babe, let's be completely honest now. I love you, but for the next 3 days, you're not going to have the ability to spend much time with me. Well, you're kind of awake from give or take 8 p.m. until 6 or 7, and then you come home and you just kind of sleep until about 5. Yeah. And if we're being brutally honest, from 5 to 8 in those couple of days, you're just getting ready for the next round of lunar shenanigans. So I kind of understand where you need a day or two to get ready for that. Well, I mean, if I had my druthers, they'd give you a day off before the full moon and a day off after the full moon. That way you could have a day to prep and have a day to recover. Listen, I respect that means a chunk of the workforce isn't going to be available for 2 days out of the month, but it would actually end up evening out when you think about it. Well, the full moon doesn't always fall in the middle of the week. Sometimes there are weekends, sometimes it hits a holiday if it's just right. At the end of it all, you kind of get this balanced dichotomy. I think it's kind of nice. Exactly. It's one of those it will all even out over time things. And I'm okay with that. Hey, all I'm saying is I think you'll deserve it. You need a day to get ready, and it takes a toll on your body. Let's not make any sort of qualms. It does. Well, I'm not going to argue too much with you. You know more about being a werewolf than I ever will. I'll just take your word for it. Nothing personal, but I'm kind of okay being a human. No, I've got nothing wrong with the supernatural. I, to be honest, wouldn't be dating you if I did. But I like me. I'm okay with who I am. So I stick around as a human. No muss, no fuss, just regular old me. Yeah, boring old me is more like it, but again, doesn't bother me too much. So do you have everything you need? Well, I figured just in case I'd get a few extras. I got some stuff at the store for you. I hope that's okay. Well, a couple of things to replenish your first aid kit. Um, Couple of snacks you can take along that don't need refrigeration or anything. Um, a couple of new pairs of, like, socks and whatnot just in case, something gets destroyed. Honey, I love you. There have been a couple of times you've come back and your clothing is, not pristine. Sometimes it's kind of easier to just replace it than worrying about trying to clean it or anything. It's admittedly a little silly and not financially the smartest idea, but I sometimes think it's the best way to go. Hey, again, I'm playing second fiddle on this one. I'm not a werewolf, I'm just a human. So, I go by your lead, but after a couple of years, honestly, I think I've learned a thing or two. I mean, I try. Sometimes I don't get it too right. I mean, there was that first full moon. Whew. Yeah, that was not my finest hour. But to be fair to me, I had never seen a werewolf that up close and personal, so hey, don't get me wrong, I'm not afraid of you or anything, but it is a bit of a shock. Still, I don't disagree with you. I could have reacted better. Oh, yeah, you were upfront with me and everything, too. I knew you were a werewolf. Well, like I said, I'd never seen one up close and personal before, so it took some getting used to. Please. Now I'm desensitized as hell to it. I've watched you transform. I've watched you de-transform or return to human. I don't even know what you call that, but eh, I've seen it all. Well, so funny story about that. I actually have seen you hunt and well, kill before. Babe, don't take this the wrong way, but you did kind of in the backyard once. No, 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 no. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I promise, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Oh, baby, no, 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 no. I'm serious. It was one time. It was a deer, but I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, objectively, it might have been cute, but I mean, not when you got done with it. Baby, don't worry about it. It's okay. Again, I'm used to it. I'm not stupid enough to think that you don't hunt while you're out there. It's understandable. It's a very natural thing to do. I just didn't expect you to chase the damn thing back to our backyard. That's all. Nobody else saw. Let's face it, we picked this place so that it was a little more isolated to begin with. Close to town, close to everything we like, but far enough that if you needed to change in the backyard, you could with, you know, no prying eyes. Baby, stop. It's okay. You have nothing to worry about. You got the thing, you ate, you came inside, you passed out on the couch. Oh, yeah, that was a couch night. That's kind of why we switched over to a darker colored couch after that. Try as I might, certain stains don't come out. Yeah, and I mean, certain things are a little harder to clean up. Not that I mind. I mean, again, just part of the gig, but yeah, cleaning up is something I do from time to time. Oh, in the backyard? Yeah, no, I took care of that. Why are you looking at me weirdly? Of course I would take care of that. It's you, and I love you. And to be honest, I didn't want you to wake up to it. Baby, a whole deer carcass in our backyard just chilling out probably was not the best thing for you to wake up to, and I figured it just kind of made some sense for me to take care of it. Oh, well, I mean, I got really lucky. You slept that day until like 3, so I ended up calling somebody and, you know, broke it down a little bit here and there just to make things easier to get into bags, and they carted it away same day. Yeah, apparently there's a service for that. Somehow, that doesn't shock me. I mean, we live in Frosthaven, so I mean, you know, it follows. Baby, you have nothing to worry about. Stop. It's okay. I like being there for you. It's why I got the groceries today. Yeah, including something for a nice big lunch because I don't want you going off into the woods on an empty stomach. Not the best idea. You never hunt well on an empty stomach. You're okay, but you're better when you're sharper. Honey, again, I know you very well. I know when you hunted and you were successful and when you weren't. I can also tell that sometimes if you're too hungry, you don't think clearly enough, so no food. I'm not an expert on werewolves, but I'm getting to be an expert on you, which is, something I quite enjoy about this whole boyfriend girlfriend thing, so it doesn't bother me. Yeah. Speaking of which, I should probably get started on lunch. It's getting a little late, and, well, like I said, I want you to have something to eat before you go. Yeah. Speaking of, do you, want me to drive you to the spot tonight? Yeah, no, it's no problem. You've only turned in the car, like, twice, and both times you got out before any damage was done, so almost no fuss. Honey, like I've said, I've seen it all. Listen, I'm gonna get started on lunch. In the bag, you've got some socks, you got some other stuff. Sort through it, see what you need, pack what you want, and before you know it, I'll have food on the table. Hey, I always got you, baby. I love you, and I just want to make this as easy as possible for you. And as enjoyable. Hey, that's a different kind of enjoyable, and yeah, that's happened a couple of times too. Honey, I'm dating a werewolf. It's not like I mind. Part of me kind of really enjoys it. Huh? No, no, nothing. I didn't say anything. Just, I'm starting lunch. You go pack. Don't worry about it.